Hey guys, coming at you with your word for the day. And today's word is disobedience. Let's go to the definition. The definition of disobedience is failure or refusal to obey rules or someone in authority. Failure or refusal to obey rules or someone in authority. Let's talk about this. Now, I know as soon as you heard me say the word for the day is disobedience, you automatically start talking to yourself about your children and how they so disobedient and how they don't listen and X, Y, and Z and P, Q, and R and A, B, and C. However, are you obedient? Do you listen? The answer to that question is going to be no. No matter how old you are, there's not one obedient person on the face of the earth. Sorry. Not sorry. We're not. We're not obedient. We're not obedient to ourselves. We're not obedient to the words and the laws of God. The number one law of God is to love God more than you love yourself. Love God above all. And to treat others the way you want to be treated. I'm going to show it to you. Hold on. In the book of Matthew, chapter 22, verses 35 through 40, gives you the two commandments that we are supposed to follow more than any other commandments. Because if you read the book of Matthew, if you read the Bible, you will read in the book of Exodus that the 10 commandments was eventually broken in half, rewrote again, and then broken in half again because they were not being followed. The book of Matthew 22, verses 35 through 40 tells you the two greatest commandments. And this is when Jesus was talking to the Pharisees and the Socrates, I believe that's how you say it. And they asked him, what is the greatest commandment in law? Jesus said unto him, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. That is the first great commandment. But then there's more. And the second is unto it, love thy neighbor. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. So, us as people are so hard on children for being disobedient. But as adults, you can't even follow the two commandments that God gave you to follow. Let's love him with all your mind, body, spirit, and soul. More than you love anything in this world, you are supposed to love God and to love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Due to the fact that a lot of y'all don't love yourself is why you don't know the correct way to love your neighbor. And due to the fact that you don't love God properly is the correct way why you don't love yourself properly, which is why you can't love your neighbor properly. So why don't you start being obedient? And then the children that you're fussing at will then be obedient because you're teaching them what obedience is. A child can't do something that they don't know. Their mind, they came in with a blank mind. So you can't yell at a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 18-year-old, 19-year-old about being obedient when you ain't never showed them what obedience was. That's all I got for you. Have a great night.